I met today with Governor Wallace of Alabama to discuss very thoroughly the situation that exists in that state. The governor expressed his concern that the demonstrations which have taken place are a threat to the peace and security of the people of Alabama. I expressed my own concern about the need for remedying those grievances which lead to the demonstrations by people who feel their rights have been denied. I said that those Negro citizens of Alabama who have systematically been denied the right to register and to participate in the choice of those who govern them should be provided the opportunity of directing national attention to their plight. They feel that they're being denied a very precious right, and I understand their concern. In his telegram last night to me, Governor Wallace expressed his belief that all eligible citizens are entitled to exercise their right to vote. He repeated that belief today, and he stated that he is against any discrimination in that regard. I am firmly convinced, as I said to the governor a few moments ago, that when all of the eligible Negroes of Alabama have been registered, the economic and the social injustices they have experienced throughout will be righted, and the demonstrations, I believe, will stop. I advised the governor of my intention to press with all the vigor at my command to assure that every citizen of this country is given the right to participate in his government at every level through the complete voting process. The governor's expressed interest in law and order met with a warm response. We are a nation that's governed by laws, and our procedures for enacting and amending and repealing these laws must prevail. I told the governor that we believe in maintaining law and order in every county and in every precinct in this land. And if state and local authorities are unable to function, the federal government will completely meet its responsibilities. I told the governor that the brutality in Selma last Sunday just must not be repeated. He agreed that he abhorred brutality and regretted any instance in which any American citizen met with violence. As the governor had indicated his desire to take actions to remedy the existing situation in Alabama, which caused people to demonstrate, I respectfully suggested to him that he consider the following actions, which I believed, and the Attorney General and others familiar with the matter and associated with me believed, would be highly constructive at this stage of the game. First, I urge that the governor publicly declare his support for universal suffrage in the state of Alabama and the United States of America. Second, I urged him to assure that the right of peaceful assembly will be permitted in Alabama so long as law and order is maintained. Third, I expressed the hope that the governor would call a biracial meeting when he returns to Alabama to seek greater cooperation and to ask for greater unity among Americans of both races. I asked the governor for his cooperation, and I expressed my appreciation for his coming to Washington to discuss this problem. Ms. Smith?
Against the background of what you've said and aside from the situation in Selma, I wonder if you could tell us your general philosophy, your belief in in how demonstrators in other parts of the country should conduct themselves. For example, how do you feel about the demonstrations that are going on outside the White House right now, or in other parts, in other cities of the United States and in front of federal buildings?
I tried to cover that in my statement, but I believe in the right of peaceful assemblage. I believe that people have the right to demonstrate. I think you must be concerned with the rights of others, and I do not think a person, as has been said, has the right to holler fire in a crowded theater. But I think that people should have the right to peacefully assemble, to picket, to demonstrate their views, and to do anything they can to bring those views to the attention of people, provided they do not violate laws themselves, and provided they conduct themselves as they should.
Did Governor Wallace indicate, sir, at all an area of understanding and cooperation and acceptance of some of your suggestions to solve this violence there?
I'll have to let the governor speak for himself. He is going to appear tomorrow. We spoke very frankly and very forthrightly. We exchanged views. We are not in agreement on a good many things. I am hopeful that the visit will be helpful, and I did my best to make my viewpoint clear. Mr. Cormier?
I was going to ask how the governor reacted.
The governor had his share of the conversation. He told me of the problems that he had in Alabama, the fears that he entertained, and he expressed the hope that I could do something to help bring the demonstrations to an end. I told him very frankly that I thought our problem, which had been working on for several weeks now, was to face up to the cause of the demonstration and remove the cause of the demonstration. And that I hoped that if he would give assurance that people would be protected in their demonstrations in Alabama, he would give assurance that he would try to improve the voting situation in Alabama. If I could submit my message to Congress and get prompt action on it that would ensure the right of the people of Alabama to vote, that I thought that we could improve the demonstration situation.
A two-part question on the same subject, Mr. President. Can you tell us what your thinking is if Governor Wallace would not accept any or all of your suggestions? And secondly, in announcing from Montgomery that he had asked to see you, he indicated that he was concerned about a threat throughout the country. Do you share that concern?
I am deeply concerned that our citizens anywhere should be discriminated against and should be denied their constitutional rights. I have plotted my course. I have stated my views. I have made clear, whether the governor agrees or not, that law and order will prevail in Alabama, that people will be, their rights to peacefully assemble will be preserved, and that their constitutional rights will be protected. Mr. Roberts? Mr. Roberts?
President, some of the clergymen who came out yesterday reported that you had detected a resurgence of a resurgence of the moderate spirit among whites in the South. Can you tell us what evidence you've seen of that, and perhaps anything that's being done to encourage it?
The presence of a good many people from the South in Selma, the presence of some of the ministers from the South here, the messages that I have received from the citizens of that area, the support that the businessmen and the clergy and the labor people have given the Civil Rights Act and its enforcement have all given me strength and comfort and encouragement.